I'ma win wherever I go. Wherever I go, I'ma win. I don't care where I go. I don't give a damn what team I go to, I'ma win. I'ma win regardless. It don't matter. It don't matter. You talk about making your teammates better, I'ma make them better. Wherever I go, I'ma win. Just like they named me the MVP, that's what I am.
That's the problem. We're actually taught not to think we're special. You know what affirmations are? Someone saying, oh, I am important. I am strong. When I was young, me saying that I'm the flyest and I'm the best, I'm called cocky and arrogant. Nah, that's you trying to tell me how to give myself affirmation.
Yeah.
I tell myself I'm great because I know I'm great. If I don't know I'm great, how is anybody else going to think I'm great?
To the highest, baby Jesus.
Amen.
What's going on, Power Squad? Will Power here, and I'm with
Ethan Crow.
And on this episode of the Power Show, we're out in Marietta driving for dollars. We had a very interesting morning, got a good workout in, and we went by our closing attorney's office because we have a little situation. Lesson learned might be a $15,000 to $20,000 lesson on assignment versus double closing. I'll let Ethan explain a little bit more on that.
Let me just break it down since we haven't been posting YouTube videos a lot, and we haven't. I'll just let you look out for properties and I'll try and explain this as quick as possible. We haven't been on YouTube a lot, and we haven't been posting videos, so we haven't been talking about this property that we're working with. So we've been working with this property. Oh shit, free stuff. With a seller and a buyer, and the buyer locked it up at $130 with us, right? We were gonna make a $20,000 wholesale assignment fee, and the buyer ended up not being the actual buyer. Said that she needed to take a price cut after ghosting us for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, didn't pick up the phone, ghosted us, and then came back with a price cut, a $50,000 price cut to $80,000. That wasn't really okay with me, and I had told her, hey, that's not gonna work. We have other buyers. We're gonna move forward. Can you So that's not, so we weren't gonna move forward with it. So then this lady decided to go behind our back, contact the seller, and tell the seller that she was gonna pay $80,000 for the house, and then called me back and said, hey, I got them down to 80. I'm gonna give you guys $5,000. Basically telling us what we were gonna make, right?
On our deal.
Kind of fucked. It took me a minute to really just comprehend everything since I knew she was trying to take me for a ride.
Because at the beginning we were very honest and transparent on how much we were making. We even asked her, you're not pocket watching? She's like, no. Coincidentally, she came back and brought us down $20,000, which is what we were making, and then she decided, oh, I'm gonna pay you guys $5,000. I'll come up to 85 so you guys can make $5,000.
Yeah.
And then today we went by the closing attorneys to see what's going on.
When she told me that we were gonna make $85,000, like I said, she went behind the back and told the seller. So now I contact the seller and say, hey, we had to take a price cut. We have to be at $70,000, not knowing that she had already spoke with the seller. So the seller was like, oh yeah, I agree. I already spoke with the end buyer, that we're good to go. So I was like, okay, we're good to go at 70, wrote up the contract, sent it to him, and then he flipped out about the 70,000 because him and the end buyer agreed on the 80, did not know that. So now we're here in a big predicament, and this seller is pulling the racist card, saying that my people have been taken from him for way too long, and I'm cutting into his profit, and a bunch of shit, right? And I understand that he's mad, but I don't think that's okay. I'm not racist one bit, but so we almost lose the deal and so on and so forth, doing a bunch of research, but we stopped by the title company, explained what happened, and we put a lien on the house. So now she can't go behind our back and steal the property. So we have a lien on that property. If the seller wants to sell the property, since we made an agreement, unfortunately, we're gonna have to get our wholesale fee, even though he stopped working with us. So we're dealing with that now. It's an amazing learning experience, I will tell you that. And we're just gonna see what happens, you know? See if this lady wants to split her profits or what she's gonna do. And we're working on these other deals where I already knew I was working with one daisy chainer, right? Another wholesaler, which was fine with me. Hey, you bring your buyer. I brought my the seller, right? So now we're working on another deal, working with another wholesaler on this, which is totally fine. I'm okay with the whole process of you have the seller and he has the buyer and we meet in the middle, right? That's totally fine with me. But comes to find out he had lied. Unfortunately, he didn't say. He told me that he was talking to the buyer and the buyer wanted to sign now. Fortunately, we're in a huge daisy chain process, and he went ahead and sent the property to a huge wholesale group that is really fucked on their numbers. Their ARV, they're posting the ARV at like $100,000 off, so that's gonna end up fucking the investor, whoever is not really that informed on stuff. It's just a process, a lot of learning. We got to find a lot more people like Mr. Lefevre, because not a lot of people are really truthful, and
a lot of cash buyers like Lefevre.
Yeah.
Waited 10 years to get that phone call.
But I hope I brought you guys up to date best as possible. Sorry about all the ums and ifs, ands, and buts,
to be honest.
But that is where we are at now. We have 4 properties under contract. 1 property is a piece of vacant land, and 2 of those properties we are working with a fellow wholesaler friend of mine named DeAndre. Very nice guy, trustworthy. I'm not too pleased on what he pulled this time, but I'm going to express that to him.
All right, stay tuned.
My circle is winners. Everyone around me is a winner. No matter what bad happens in our lives, we win. I don't have time for brokies. I don't have time for sad people. I don't have time for unlucky people. I don't have time for someone who's complaining. I don't have time for negativity. I don't have time.
Your motivation. Fuck your motivation. You need discipline. Because motivation's not there every day. I'm missing motivation most days.
Wow,
Some
really?
days, yeah, sometimes I got motivation.
What's going on, Power Squad? So we're back. We just walked the house with some investor who, well, this house, we can't do anything for him, but he does buy lands 4 to 5 acres outside the perimeter. So we got you, Rashad.
Yeah, buddy.
Heading back to the crib to do some skip tracing, cold calling, working on the marketing. You already know the drill.
Willpower tip of the day. I will tell you guys to vet your cash buyers. Vet your cash buyers. It's what you have to do. If you don't, you're gonna end up with a daisy chain on a daisy chain. I just spoke with my buddy DeAndre. Unfortunately, he didn't vet his cash buyer, which I've done the same thing, so I can't blame him, and ended up having I assigned him the contract, which would be a daisy chain, and then he assigned it to another person who daisy chained it again. So now we're in a 4 daisy chain loop. Luckily, we're still profiting the most out of all these other people, but in the end, it fucks over the investor, right? And that's kind of who we work for. We work for the seller and the investor. We want to create a win-win situation, right? So vet your cash buyers. Take them out to lunch. Tell them to show you previous flips, just like whenever I send people's wills information. You send them the Instagram so they can see that you do what you say you do. So vet your cash buyers.
Willpower tip of the day. Now you know.
You almost have to be insane a little bit to have such blind faith in something that you can't see.
Also, shout out to Aaron. He just texted my phone. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't recall how I got his number, but he just he reached out and said that he was watching our videos and was asking a few questions about the water shutoff. I went ahead and helped them out with that. And hey, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate You showing some love, man. Thank you.
Your success is our success.
Yeah, buddy.
You know it. Willpower, don't hire help. Build a team, build a dream.
People who win long term stay childlike the longest. Whoever stays childlike, not childish, childlike the longest wins.
See, that would be a great title. Remember what I was telling you earlier? Great title. Post that out there. We lost $15,000. Clickbait, clickbait, clickbait. People are gonna click, more exposure.